talking about phrasing. And when I talk about phrasing, we're talking about targeting certain chord tones within a chord in a chord progression and kind of using single notes to tell a story. Now, Guthrie Trapp is a master at all of this stuff, and he put out a short recently going over all of this. We're going to be leveraging that as a kind of example to guide us through. We're not going to rely on it 100% because we're going to kind of do our own thing. And in his little short, which I will link and show you a snippet of later on in the video, he's using an electric guitar, but I'm just using my acoustic today because I'm still in my honeymoon period with this guitar. Speaking of guitars, we are in standard tuning, so go ahead and grab it and let's go ahead and get at it. My name is Keith. Welcome back to the channel. I love that turnaround. It sounds so cool. I grabbed it off of this Guthrie Trapp short that we're going to discuss today. Let's go ahead and throw it up and go over it.
So, if I'm in the key of E and I play a little phrase, start on the 5, up to the 3rd. I'm telling you a little story. Then back down. Then maybe it goes to the 4 chord. To the 5.
Okay, so the reason for this video today is because I was just in love with this turnaround that he did at the end there. So we're going to start the video off with that to do the fun stuff first. All right, so let's go ahead and throw the tab up, go over the turnaround, then we'll hit up the phrasing. So we're in the key of E for this whole video. E would be the 1 chord, A would be the 4, and B would be the 5. Alright, so what he's doing here, just do your normal E chord, and then you're sliding up on the G string from the 1st to the 2nd fret, and you're going to hit the open E and B strings, and then slide back down on that G from 2 to 1. Then hit the D string 2nd fret. Then a hammer on from the 2nd to the 4th fret, 2nd fret to the 4th fret of the A string, then 2nd fret of the D string, back to the 4th fret of that A string, and then to the 4th fret of the D string, slide that up to the 6th fret, and then hit the G string 4th fret. It sounded like a lot, so let's do it one time really slow. One more time, a little quicker. And you're going to hit a few extra strings here at the end. Really cool. Love that turnaround, or whatever you call it. It could be an end to a song or whatever. Cool thing to do with the E chord. Alright, so now that we have that down, it's a perfect time to go ahead and explain. All tabs, charts, diagrams that you see in this video or any of my videos are available for free via my Patreon. All you have to do is be a free member. And to all the paid members that I have out there, a huge thank you goes out to you. It means the world to me. Believe it, names are in the description. Thank you so much. Patreon is a great way to support the channel, so I would appreciate any Patreon members, free or any otherwise. But if you're not wanting to commit to a subscription or anything, completely understand. I do have Sweetwater links in the description. Links are to the gear I'm using here. If you click on one of those links and make a purchase, any purchase on the site, a tiny little bit goes my way. As a kind of commission, I don't know. Either way, I would appreciate it if you hit the links. If not, nothing short of a thumbs up and a subscribe will help out the channel immensely. So let's go ahead and get at the phrasing. So with the 1-4-5, we are targeting different kind of chord tones. And the first thing with the E chord, he says he wants to go and target that 3. So it's kind of imperative you understand the major scale or at least the major pentatonic scale in these open positions. I'll go ahead and throw up the scale charts on the screen, and that way it'll be easier to follow along. So for this E, we're going to target right here. So this would be, here's the 3 of that E in that scale. How do we know that? Open E is 1, that's the root, 2, 3. And then he hits that open E low string just as a kind of droning thing to kind of tell your ear that, hey, we are targeting something within that E chord. And then I'm going to end on that root. And then, you know, we're going to roll through kind of a 12 bar thing. And then for the A, which is the next chord, he wants to target the 3, which is right here, right? So this is the 3 of the A, and you'll see that in the diagram that I have up here. So how are we going to get there? You could pick. And then you hit that open A to say, this is what the bassist will probably be hitting. So back to that E. So far, what do we have? We're targeting the 3 on the E. Now we're going to go to the 4 chord and target the 3, or the 3 on the 4 chord. Hit that open A. Now we're back to that 1 chord. Now for the B, we're going to target the 5, and the 5 is this right here. You'll see that by the yellow dot. Then this is our B right up here. That's what he's doing there when he's hitting these notes up here, or the A, or the E. So we're ending on the, that's a 3rd of that E. Now let's go to the 4. That was a huge flub, but I'm going to leave it in the video. That's the 3 of that A chord. Now we're back on the E. Now we're going to target the 5 on the B, which is right here. Right? Back to the 1. That's an open E. And then back to that really cool turnaround. In any case, I thought that breaking down that little short that he put out was really kind of easy to follow, but what's easier to follow than if you throw up tabs and charts and diagrams? So that makes everything a lot more easy if you're a more visual type of learner and need a little more time. So again, I really do hope that helped. And if it did, like and subscribe, shop on Sweetwater with my Sweetwater affiliate link, become a patron. Don't do any of it. You know, just give me a thumbs up or something. In any case, I'll talk to you next week. You have a good day. Bye. That hit the light and bounced down. That's horrible.